Molweniiiii, ndingubongani, and this is Alternatives to Small. I want to start off by thanking everyone who is subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much for the support, for the love, for the kind words in the comment section, sharing my links, every single thing you're doing in support of this channel. I really appreciate it. Nindenza umntu, it goes a long way. I'm so grateful. Enkosini kakhulu. And if you are here for the first time, iyazivikela, you enjoy my content but you're not yet subscribed, ndiyakucela, please hit that subscribe button and help me get to my goal of 1,000 subscribers. So namhlanje ndizawuthetha ngala green app. Ndifuna uventa ngala green app. Phofu, to be quite honest, like initially I wanted to just like rant and vent about WhatsApp, and then I'm deciding to have, I guess, a more nuanced conversation about WhatsApp and like share my maybe more personal experiences with the app and why I now think that WhatsApp is just, it's a down app. So before I begin this chat, I do want to start off by saying that this is by no means like me bashing the actual app. I really do believe that WhatsApp is one of the most like instant, convenient, and even affordable apps that I've personally ever used. And I do think perhaps it's the way in which we use the app and engage with the app that makes it overwhelming, but the app in itself, it's amazing. It served me well, especially in my time like as a student and stuff, like, you know, it's just a convenient way of, as I do WhatsApp groups to discuss assignments, to catch up with your friends and all of that. But that's not what this chat is about. Kule chat ndiyalwa, kule chat ndakabao ndiyaventa, no. The first thing endifuna uthetha ngayo ngo-WhatsApp is like accessibility. Like the nature of the app makes it so that, you know, by the virtue of you having someone's number or someone having your number, they have like instant access to you. Like umntu can just text you whenever they feel like it. And I mean, I guess, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, sometimes you didn't even share contact details when umntu ni text naye. In most cases, umntu asked for your contact or received your contact randomly without your knowledge or even consent, and then they just texting you. And I mean, that's wild. If we're being honest, that's wild. But okay, fine, again, you have each other's numbers and you're accessible to it. Second thing that's quite annoying, to me at least, there's a blue tick. Like, what is the reason? Why are the blue ticks there? I honestly don't get it. I don't get the importance of the blue tick function. People have like sort of like made a joke even about this function, and kutwa like abantu who disable their blue ticks are like psychopaths and dondoni. And I mean, I get it, that's funny and all, but like, what is the reason? Like, why must you know that umdu read your text at a particular time? Apart from, I think the wildest thing I can think of is maybe because we live in a dangerous country, so maybe for safety reasons you don't. But apart from safety, which I know is not the reason that features there, apart from safety, why must you know that you sent ubongani a text at 14:02 and ubongani read it at 14:08 and ubongani is only responding at 17:00? Like, why do you need that information? I'm asking genuinely, like, why do we need that information? And I've found that if features such as, you know, blue tick or last seen, why must you know someone was lost on the app 3 minutes ago, 1 week ago, or 1 month ago? Why do you need that information? And I've found that that feature, those features, they kind of create a certain level of entitlement, and entitlement that's not always healthy. So I've had experiences where maybe I read a text and I'm at a meeting, right? Or I read a text and I'm busy with something else. But I'm busy with something else. Like, I'm not in the mental space where I can like fully engage. Chance. And then sometimes people get touched that, yo, like I sent you a text at 2, you read it at 2:15, and you're only responding now. It's like, oh my God, like, and you do think that like we start, and there's maningati it doesn't seem healthy to me, and that's why it was very overwhelming to me, to a point where I just decided to turn my blue ticks and my last seen off forever, because I personally don't care to know that, okay, I sent you a text and you responded. I don't care about that. What matters to me is that, like, if the thing that I'm sending is important, you respond. I'm not the time police. Like, I don't get that feature, right? The next feature I want to talk about is status messages, right? So I will admit this was my favorite feature while I still engaged with app, you know. Sometimes I would log on just to view statuses or just to write statuses. I wouldn't necessarily be in a space where I can like text, or I want to text for that matter, right? Status message is like this fun, cute, short way of, it's almost like a glimpse into each other's lives. So you're posting your cute photographs here and there, you know, something's on your mind, and then you're writing like a little thing piece here and or you sharing links or videos. Like, it's just a cute way of, you know, it's a glimpse into your life, mandicho. But then ke ngoku fumaniseka ba kubakho ubufanana kwezi status. What would annoy me about that is like it felt like sometimes as abantu we use status as a way of sort of getting a message across without actually communicating with the person or the people we need to actually be communicating with. So we all know that, guys. Instead of saying what's on your mind to the person, or you're saying what's on your mind in general, uzohamba uyokhangela, or you come across something that speaks to like roughly what you're feeling or going through, uyi-screenshot, uyoyibeka pha, ubekeza emoji ke ngoku eza captions zithi 100% or fire and don't just basically, I guess, to say that you are in agreement with this thing. Like, why? Like, it's not healthy. And sometimes who literally enjoys viewing statuses and literally enjoys like posting her own statuses, sometimes I'm online and that's all I want to do. Yeah, even that's all I want to do. I don't necessarily want to chat. I don't necessarily want whatever. I'm there to just, you know, in whatever state it is in the moment. And then someone sees that, you know, I'm uploading my statuses, I'm online, and I'm not engaging in a conversation with them. But yo, online, upload and but I want literally I wasn't there to chat. I was there literally to view statuses and to upload statuses. And the mere fact that like I would even need to even explain that's annoying on its own. Like, why is it a conversation that we need to have? Why? Goes back to my initial point here, you are entitled and stuff. And then Sisegu's status and Jalo, you know, I got to a point where I was kind of over it. Like, I just didn't want to like view statuses as much as I typically liked to. And now I wasn't like sharing, is because it just got weird. Like, with the nature of social media, then it kind of gives you sort of like the illusion that you know each other when really you don't. Do you understand? When really you don't. And then it creates that level of familiarity, that wouldn't happen like in normal physical context. So with people who are on that close, so for example with me, which as you might know, I'm very open. Like, I'm quite open. So you can imagine how much more open I would be on WhatsApp, which is a more intimate app. So I would share maybe some of my opinions about matters that I wouldn't necessarily like, unless I'm your friend, like, and finances, but I would share some of my opinions there. And you then seeing that side of me, kuba khola nto yoba siqhelene, when really ayinjalwanga tu, right? And to sort of control that, I just made sure that I sort of then am more selective about who views my status, because khona nalo function mute abantu abathile, block abantu abathile from viewing his status, which is a whole other job on its own, the admin, right? But then apart from like abantu who abangasondelanga kuwe, dithetha ke ngoku ngabantu who are in your intimate circle, like your friends, your family, people you trust, I started just getting the sense and being of the opinion into yokuba ezazitera sometimes man zinako ukuweakenisha ibond, and what do I mean by that? We share a lot of our lives on social media, ne? And sometimes I don't know, you or I don't know. But for example, let me try to give an example. Say now you and I are close friends. Like we are close friends, right? And sizi close friends in Jalo, there are things that we share with each other that we don't necessarily share with social media, ne? Excuse me. Things that we share with each other, we confide in each other, guys, fine. And then masithi ke ngoku nabongani chomi yakho ne, let me think of something that I think is like important. Say now I am maybe buying my first car. Yeah, say now I'm buying my first car. I've shared with you that, you know what, like ndisherishile yonke la journey nawe personally, and la journey khange ndisherishe ku social media, khange ndisherishe ku WhatsApp, la journey yoba mhlawumbi ndiye traffic department ngoku ndiyokwenzile nazo, mhlawumbi nenzile i-driving ntontoni zam yondatshona chomi, i-driving test yam yondiyophinda. Ukhona wena kumkle, like ukhona, you are part of this journey, like uyandikhuthaza, don't give up, go test again, sisonke in that regard, fine. Sizichomi mos, ne? And you also know, like umzekelo, you chomi man ndinethwa imvula iyandifratsa le nto, I can't wait to get my first car, and right now dithetha izinto is intimate now, right now man chomi man ndifuna nje unyamezela kancinci until ndifumane mhlawumbi le moto ndifunayo, so that you know. So basically I'm sharing things with you that I'm not sharing with strangers, or I'm not sharing on the internet. Phithi ke ngoku wena ungena ku WhatsApp, nanku bongani usherisha ku status sakhe, mind you the same bongani who involved you and made you feel like a part of this journey, or who invited you kule party yobomi bakhe ntontoni. Uyangena ku WhatsApp wena nanku ubongani xa mhlawumbi ipicture enezitshixo zemoto yakhe, next status message, God is good, what, next status message, ndim nemoto yam andimhle andisapopi. Culture in that situation, which is a random situation, guys, it's not happened, it's not like but it's the nature of izinto that we do see and experience, WhatsApp in particular. Kulameko uvanjani wena, you know, like I've brought you in kule journey yam, from me wanting to start, you know, ndiyokwenzile nazi license intoni, from my failures of, you know, my driving test intoni, from my certain like worries of, okay, imoto ethile xabiso layo lithi, mna affordability yam ithi, nawe uyandicebisa siyathetha. Akhange ke ngoku mna bongani ndizothi okay ke my friend, by the way ke undicinga ukwenza u-APNC, okay fine, masithi ke boundaries and being different people, masithi akho sinyanzelo kwesedokuxela uba ndicinga ukuthi ndiyithengile ke le moto, andisatsho ke ukuba hayi ke chomi ke wara ubona wena ezazitshixo zam, ubone ndisithi uthixo umkhulu wara. Like for me it's just weird that like something that I as ubongani bendikuzise kuyo, me as ubongani I shared with you, and then now the same now is like I'm not communicating with you as my friend. I'm then just sharing it with the world. And Please comment down below, guys. I am open to like new perspectives and stuff. So when incidents like that would happen, personally, I would sometimes get a bit touched, and I am pretty sure there are situations where I would in my statuses maybe say things that like nomnye umntu within reason would be touched by, but because ngokule nto yenzeka kwi-status, it's not like a chat. We can't even have that chat. Like izawuba ngathi ngoku mhlawumbi unomona ba whatever kubona zazinto. Oh guys, I wish I had the words, but I know you understand what I'm saying. So I just started being like a bit when it came to status messages. And not personally, I'm a very boundary conscious person, right? So for example, if you don't let me in something masithi kule journey yakho yimoto ntontoni, and then ndibone ngawe sewuthenga lo moto, andizo-overstep ii-boundaries zam mna ndibe ndizothi hayibo girl uyithenga nini, hayibo ntontoni, umzekelo ndingenaphi, because uba bendingena you would have undifake, meaning andingeni. And then in a situation like that, umntu can then feel like hayibo ubongani is not celebrating this moment with me, hayibo ubongani is not ntonton. That time you did not involve umntu in that moment. Like you are a bethuna and sifuna abantu bathini, but ikhona nje ingxaki. And then another thing ngo-WhatsApp, yozininzi andinoba ndikupoint bani ngoku. Another thing is the work dynamic, because WhatsApp is an app that we also do use for professional purposes. And initially, I'm not gonna lie, I did sort of like merge the two. I didn't have like a clear distinction between my professional and my personal when it came to WhatsApp. And then I had to learn the hard way that actually you need to separate the two. And what that may mean is like perhaps have two WhatsApps. So you have your WhatsApp for your professional purposes and you have your personal WhatsApp, or you muting ngapha and you don't, which is just admin AI. So in the beginning, I personally didn't mind. Like I would not block you from viewing my status just because you are my colleague, umzekelo, okanye you are whatever the case may be, right? And then what would then annoy me like over time would be mhlawumbi in a professional setting, you know, a certain aspect of umna, because andithi we are multi-dimensional beings. We bring our different selves to these different contexts. So at work, you probably know me as this driven person, education matters and that sort of thing. You see me as this person who's maybe more reserved in that particular setting and whatever, which is valid. That's who I am in that setting. But in my personal life, in my social life, and this who you know, in a different setting, I'm a different person. Like I drink, I have my wine, that I'm not going to talk about wine now where M7's uni, because I demand in that context. But like in a different setting, I have my wines, I listen to my music, I'm dancing with my ass up in the air. Okay, I don't really know how to dance, but like you get the picture. So ngoku wena, by the virtue of you seeing my status on a weekend or on a holiday or whatever, you are seeing this version of me that is then new to wena. It's a shock to wena, but yeah, she drinks, yeah, unendoda, yeah, don, you know, and it's like, yes, but there's a time and a place and a context bethuna for your indo. And so then when I got to a point where I was like, okay, I need to have a clear separation between the two, was when, for example, it's a Tuesday, I'm minding my business, you saw my status from the weekend where I was dancing somewhere, or I was out with Indoda, or whatever the case may be, and you want to then bring that here. Njani, first of all, you are making me uncomfortable. You're making me uncomfortable because that's not the time to have that kind of chat. And mhlawumbi you used to me, because at work, I mind my business. I keep to myself. Like, you won't see me like running into any like social circles and stuff. Like, I'm there to work. I then had to realize, but the two are very separate, and the same is true even for my social and my personal life. A lot of my friends, when they see me in like that more professional, it's shocking to them, because we're having a good time, we're joking, we're laughing, we're crying. So when you see me be like a bit more serious, when you see me having like a discussion about like maybe a professional issue and that sort of thing, it's shocking to you. Or when you seeing on my WhatsApp a video of me in the classroom presenting like a lesson or whatever, do you understand? So I just got to a point where I was like, I am not, it's too much admin for me to continue muting and blocking and wara. And now sometimes I would feel like I'm exposed to like thoughts about in a way that's like not healthy and that's not normal. Like your everyday thoughts, I can see them, I can view them, your everyday don't. And sometimes we're not even that close, but like I then have that window into your life. So I just felt like, okay, that's a bit like weird, and I just stopped Kingo. I'll insert a link down below, because now there is a law in South Africa, and I know back say law and guys bethuna to and LLB, so excuse it jargon yam. But anyway, I'll insert the link. WhatsApp man awukwazi WhatsApp umuntu outside of working hours ngokomthetho, which I'm so grateful for, because when it used to happen for me, I used to think like maybe ndifasi mhlawumbi ndinochuku. I would be really annoyed and bothered when umuntu is texting me on 9 o'clock in the evening on a Saturday about work-related matters. I mean, 9 o'clock, it's a Saturday. I could be out in the club somewhere. I could be and take na sendoda. Whatever the case may be, it's my free time. And you are texting me with work-related matters on a Njani, how is that normal? And then ufike on a Monday, ugowe. I've experienced that. Afike umuntu agowe bake dondoni andahoywa ndiye ndayithumela imessage okanye xa kubuzwa mhlawumbi progress yaloo nto athi umuntu hayi ndiye ndatexta khange ndihoyeke, so that's why into ithile imile. Honey, you texted me on an evening, on my personal time, a weekend. Like, make it make sense, mntakabawo. Like, make it make sense. So I'm very happy to find out that ngokomthetho mntakabawo nizawuyeka laa mkhuba wotexta abantu nge-work related matters ngexesha labo le-leisure, ngexesha labo lohlala nosapho lwabo. You are mntakabawo. So yeah, those are just some of my experiences with the app and why I'm honestly so done with it. Around like April, May, I just made like a decision to just not be as active on the app in the ways that I used to be active. Kuyo, I have not uploaded a status since, I can't remember if it was April or May. I have not viewed anyone's status since then, and I'm not gonna lie, like just not being active on the app, not like checking in every day, it's done a whole lot of good just for my nervous system and for my mental health. I also noticed that even with my personal relationships, like me not engaging as much on the app and just basically not being there, it's done a whole lot of good for my relationships, because now me and my friends, we are actually calling each other on the phone again. You know, we are scheduling video calls, we are actually catching up and talking, and that WhatsApp doesn't always make possible, because sometimes you are seeing someone's status, you're seeing that someone's online, you're seeing whatever, and you get a sense, or you think you have a sense of how they are doing, you know. And sometimes we don't share our milestones with each other. We think that by sharing them via WhatsApp that we've shared that time, we have not. So it's done a whole lot of good for my friendships, not via the third party in WhatsApp. Itikayo, ixabanisayo, it creator problems. Yo, yes, creator problems. Ndakabaola WhatsApp undini, aku communicate. People think they are communicating when really they're not communicating on that the app. So yeah, anyway, I'm so glad I let all of that out in Dakabao. Please engage with me on my comment section and let me know, like, how are you finding the app? Like, can you relate to some of the things I'm saying, or are you having a completely different experience? If you're watching this video and you have my number and you seeing that, you know, I'm not as present on the app anymore, I'm officially letting you know in the it's not the app for me anymore. Like it down, man. And if I could delete it, I would. So I also know that sometimes active because one thing about me, the open book, active anymore, you start thinking maybe the person has blocked you or has deleted your number or don't do any, but like it's not like that. I can't deal with the app. I'm done with the app. That brings me to the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will see you very soon on my next one. Until then,